people around the world got upset about Dubai. I think most people are like, Dubai, why would I even care? Well, because, well, let me have David Buckner explain. He's an adjunct associate professor at Columbia University. How are you, David?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Okay, let me just go over. The thing that hit me on Dubai is it's exactly the California story. We have excessive borrowing from the central government, which is Abu Dhabi,
correct,
right? We have it. California,
U.S. government.
U.S. government. Commercial center for the United Arab Emirates. California is 13% of the U.S.
Huge consumption, huge GDP.
Okay. No natural resources in Dubai.
Right.
California doesn't use their natural.
They don't use them.
Right.
They don't draw from them.
If they had them, they could bail themselves out.
Correct.
If they'd used them, they could bail themselves out.
Correct.
Okay. Vast real estate speculation, same thing. Excessive leverage and debt, excessive spending and borrowing, same thing. Leaders claiming we didn't do anything wrong, same over here. Blame the economy and the debt crisis. They're blaming the economy.
It's all about it's not our fault, but
right.
You're seeing the exact same parallels. And when you're looking at a lot of hubris, a lot of talking about Dubai at $85 billion of debt, California's $130 billion in. So, and there's bigger numbers that are being thrown out there, but that's a huge component. What is happening in Dubai right now is what's going to be happening in California.
Okay. Here's first of all, Abu Dhabi is going to bail them out, right?
So they've said today.
Okay. We're going to bail out California. We're going to. Yes or no?
We're likely to do it, whether we do it front door or back door.
We're going to do it.
You're right. You're right.
We're going to do it.
You're right. Too big to fail.
What does that mean?
Well, it does two things. First of all, the moral hazard. Everybody keeps talking about this. Nobody lets it sink in. The moral hazard of California saying consume, consume, consume. And they're not investing, they're consuming. California's a consumption economy. And their consumption is now being rewarded when they're in the hole by the government bailing them out.
Right.
So who's next? Texas, Arkansas, I don't know who's going to come.
It's not going to be Texas.
No, but you've got Arizona, you've got Nevada. I mean,
you've got Massachusetts. You have New York. New York's going to be running.
Many of those progressive states that are now going to go to the government and say, but the big government will backstop us.
Okay. Can I ask you more of a philosophical question? Yeah. This is what I'm concerned about. In that cartoon that I showed from 1933, blame capitalism. Okay, this is going to be a global thing. Blame capitalism. Here is Dubai, which if you bounce a check in Dubai, you go to jail.
Right.
There are currently 3,000 cars at the airport from people who are from other parts of the world that just had to leave the country because they're going to go to jail because they are bad on their debts.
Yeah, they're defaulting.
This country is an anomaly out in the Middle East. It is our lifestyle times 10.
They've attached the Las Vegas lifestyle to a Middle Eastern approach.
It is a Western. It will appear to the rest of the Middle East and the rest of the world as the decadent Western lifestyle that went awry.
And they want it to fail.
Because?
Because 30% of the real estate in Dubai is owned by Iran. And what better message to send to the rest of that world and that community than capitalism fails?
So I believe we are being painted in the rest of the world, and we have currently an administration that's helping on this by apologizing for everybody and not standing by capitalism and instead blaming greed. We are going to be painted as the pariah of the world because we are the symbol of capitalism. And everybody needs someone to blame. So when this spiral... Am I wrong on that?
No, you're right.
Can you think of a way out of it?
No, well, the way out of it is if they bail it out and they make it successful, which Abu Dhabi may do, then the rest of the world could say capitalism failed and it relied upon a central government to bail it out. So therefore, central governments must be strong.
How about bailing it out and then cutting all of the spending?
That's not the way in which governments work. You know that. Our own government, if you've been watching it, our own government has become more centralized to where capitalism becomes the devil even in the United States.
I know.
And it's all viewed as greed rather than recognizing the natural economic forces of self-interest and the way in which people behave.
Right. We would have corrected this problem had we let people bubbles past fail and feel the full force and full repercussion of their actions.
A commentator today said that had Bear Stearns been allowed to fail, Lehman never would have, because they would have stepped up and fixed it before it happened. If California is not allowed to recognize some failure, Even though the whole issue of losing California with the size of its economy, if it's not able to recognize that, who is going to tell them not to consume anymore?
Okay, eminent domain. We talked about this, last Wednesday before we went for the holiday. It comes back. It is running rampant, and Acorn to the rescue? Not so much.